Hello there, this is Retro Spirits Gaiden, and this is Winter Heat Sega Sports. This is on the Sega Saturn. This is the Sega Sports logo, and this is the title screen. So Winter Heat is a sequel to Decathlete, ported from the arcade, or Athlete Kings, you might know it as Athlete Kings, from the STV arcade machine, which is basically a Saturn in an arcade machine. Got a cast of characters here. We've got a cyborg from the UK, which is odd. We have an incredibly old man from Norway, and we have Joe Kudo from Japan, so we're going to pick him. Some of these characters were in the previous game. We're missing a couple different people. We've got someone from Norway there. So this is more or less kind of my first or second play of this game. I've had it for a while, haven't really played it. I bought it new and sealed. It cost me about 13 quid. My immediate first impressions are the graphics are a little more scrappy than Athlete Kings. The resolution textures doesn't seem to be as nice. Look at that snow and that mountain there, a bit blocky. Got tap buttons on this. So there's camera shake. Oh my god, I'm going to explode! Weird event. Okay, so similar gameplay, tap buttons, set angles. That guy's got incredibly large cankles. Press buttons to do stuff. There are intros to every event which tell you what to do. I've edited those out of the video because the video would be about 17 hours long otherwise. So I'm not much of a winter sports fan, so some of these events I don't really get. Okay, ski jumping, obviously. What a beautiful jump that was. Failed that. It's got incredibly long skis there. Yeah, I'm going to be failing this a lot because I haven't really played this game. Like I said, this is more or less my first play. And I don't know how to do all the different events yet. So first impressions, like I said, graphically, it was a little. Don't like it as much as the previous game, and it might just be because there's a lot of white being used. Some of the textures look a bit bad, but the character models in these replays look kind of sharp, even though they're a bit flickery. A nice little musical sting there at the end of every event. Downhill. Downhill, huh? So this one takes 45 seconds to do for a world record. I don't know what you have to do here. I'm imagining, well, it's skiing of some description. Down a hill. So the title says it all really, doesn't it? Okay, off we set. We've got ski poles. The animation is a bit weird. Controls feel a little stiff. It's actually fairly difficult to steer left and right, so that's a bit annoying. This looks alright though. But one thing I will say about this game versus the old one is that some of these events are much more expansive. Like there was nothing like this in the previous game, where you're actually kind of skiing down a mountain. They're all events based in a stadium with simple props. So I guess the graphics engine is throwing around a lot more stuff here, really, in comparison to the previous game. It's coping pretty well. From a collection point of view, the version of the game I've got is the Sega Saturn collection version, which for those who don't know about Japanese games, they usually get like an initial release of a game. And then they do like a platinum edition, but they call it something different. There's lots of different versions of the same game, basically, which cost different amounts of money when they re-released them. And I think I've got the cheaper version of this game. So the box art is usually changed, and the box art on this release is really boring. It's just the logo, the touchscreen logo. This is very nice and smooth. And another thing that they've got in here, which they never had in the previous game, is 4 polygonal characters on the screen at the same time. They maxed out at 2 on the previous game. So I think the hit to the resolution is probably due to them pushing more stuff to the screen, by the looks of it. This event is actually quite fun. I'm quite enjoying this one. Very slidey. You kind of get the racing line correct. Although using the D-pad to control this character still feels a little stiff. Yeah, this event's quite fun. I like this one. The animation is nice on this as well, compared to the skiing. Came first. Lovely stuff. Yeah, that was nice. I enjoyed that. That was cool.
Skeleton.
They're going to turn me into a skeleton now. Let's go train. Was that a man lying down? Very odd announcer there. Like a AI generated announcer. So what do I have to do here? I have to get up to speed, lie down, and not hit the sides. Some polygon clipping there. Wow, this is quite speedy. You wouldn't want to do this in real life, would you? This is not an event that I recommend for those who like retaining the integrity of their bones. Wow, I don't think in real life the track is quite as narrow as this. This is intense. Lovely stuff. So what happened there? Got a world record on my first go. Lovely stuff. Sort of floating in midair there. Does a pelvic thrust when he's victorious. Slalom. This could be a highly technical event, and not one that I'm going to be any good at. So, low res tense. Flicky skis, flickering on and off there. Some weird thing going on with the blue shadows in the background. I'm not really going to make an opinion about whether this is worth 13 quid or not. I mean, it probably is, but I haven't given it enough play to make that determination. But this is as a first look. I think it's a fairly decent game, because I don't think it's going to be played more than decathlete or athlete games, aka athlete games, just because I'm not into winter sports as much. This is fairly annoying. He keeps going yeet, yeet. Yeah. I think what this game does prove to me, though, is that the Saturn could have done a very, very decent snowboard game. And the ones that we got weren't that great, were they? Like there was no 1080 equivalent on the Saturn. And looks like I'm jumping. Look at the green trees. Ah, they're pixelated beyond all recognition. I don't know what I've got to do here. Looks like I've got to, on the D-pad, do some different directions. Let's see how that goes. It's gone spectacularly poorly as I face plant my character into the cold, hard ground. You should be holding your face, mate, because there's probably none of it left. Right, let's try that again. So it looks like the more bar you fill up, the harder it is to pull off the moves. I've accidentally hit the button towards the lower end, so I've got to do 3 inputs now. Let's see if I can manage that. And I can't manage that. I have literally killed Joe Kudo. He is now deceased. No, he isn't. He's fine. He is fine. He's face-palmed me. He's face-palming at my skills. Wow. I've never been so insulted. Okay, I wasn't very good at that event. We've got another... We've got 2 people in a sack. Oh, it's bobsleigh. Okay. It's bobsleigh. Very odd voiceover there. It's bobsleigh. Japan. Oh, Discman's back. The old disky fella. He's helping me out. Let's do this, Discman. Oh, we've got some weird. It's like the track's being drawn just off screen. Discman's coming along for the ride. This isn't as scary as the skeleton. It's getting scarier though. Oh, sensation of speed is immense in this game. Don't hit the sides, or try not to hit the sides, please. Track texture's not great. It's groovy though. I mean, it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so if you like these type of games and you own a Saturn, it might be worth picking this up. Oh man, my face is being ground into the snow. I have, like I say, no real experience with the winter sports, so it's difficult for me to
speed skating.
Appreciate some of these events. Speed skating. I did like 1080 on the N64, but that was just purely snowboarding. Speed skating. Rollerblade. We've got some reflections here, some rudimentary reflections.
Set.
Lovely stuff. Oh, he's off. Is this like a sprint? No, I've got to go around the track. Okay. What happened there? He's just suddenly slowed down. That's weird. Oh, I don't know what's happening here. I have no idea what's happening on this. There seems to be a button tappy thing, but it keeps slowing down a lot. I've caught up with the payment now. The shadow's got some sort of weird, it's like the other pattern texture on it. Did I win or lose? I lost. How unfortunate. Yeah, the slowing down on the corners on that was a bit confusing. I don't know what was happening there. Oh, we've got a snowboard event. Lovely. Let's see how this stacks up. So yeah, this game is still relatively cheap if you want to go and find it online, an importer. Don't know about the PAL version. Oh, this is like SLALOM. I imagine if you're a PAL Saturn collector, or indeed a US Saturn collector, because this was a fairly late game, it might be one of those rare ones on the PAL and US NTSC machines, because they made smaller runs of games than they towards the end of the Saturn's life. Like, there's literally 3 copies of Panzer Dragoon Saga. So this might be one of those, or it might be. It might be, if you're lucky, one of the ones that came out just before the Saturn died a death. But I imagine you'll be paying more than 13 quid for a copy of this game on either of those 2 formats. This event seems a little jerkier than the others. I don't know if it's because it's more background being drawn in this one. The guy's shadow is a bit lackluster there, being a black spot. Well, not black, a light blue spot. Yeah, it's not really a 1080 beating event, that one, is it? Just doing his pelvic thrust again. Okie doke, so that's snowboarding.
Cross-country skiing.
Cross country. 5 minutes and 5 seconds. You are shitting me. You're going to make me tap a button for 5 minutes. Okie dokie, I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, we've got... Yep, we've got four polygonal characters going at this. Let's do this then. Oh, time is ticking down much quicker. So it's actually... It's like 4 times as fast, so this shouldn't take 5 minutes. It's like up to 20 seconds already. I quite like the fact this is a course. This is nice. Yeah. I'd have to look directly, like a comparison between this and Athlete Kings Stroke Decathlete to see if this is running in lower resolution. It does feel like it is, but I can see why it would be. There's nothing in that game which has as many polys in it or characters on screen. Got this sound of a crowd screaming in my ears, yet there's one man standing behind a flag. He is the crowd. Get uphill here, so tap the old buttons a bit faster. To 2 minutes. So it looks like we've got to do. It looks like a point to point. It's just one lap. There's not laps of this. What was that? No, that is a lap. There's 2 laps because the 2 of those peaks are exactly the same. Look. So you have to do 2 laps of this course. Yeah, the controls in controlling the character in this game are a little clunky. It's not super responsive. Out of my way, Buster! Crashed into the wall. That tree line there's got a lot of depth to it. Being sarcastic there. Lowest form of wit apparently. Nordica. Say what you see. Rick Blade, Joe Kubert. So is Rick Blade the guy I've got to beat then? Like the other 2 don't really matter. So I've got to beat I think it's the guy in blue there. Because the other two contestants, don't know what you call them, contestants, it's not a game show. The other 2 athletes aren't named. So I've just got to beat Rick, by the looks of it. Ricky B, the Blade Meister. The Bladeatron. Got to beat him. Am I going to do it? It's near the finishing line. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it, Joe. Oh, Rick's overtaken me. That's it. He's cut me up. He's done me there. 1 second outside the world record, though. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, that's Athlete Kings sequel. Winter Heat. Don't know if this is as good as the Athlete Kings, and very similar sort of gameplay, just weirder events which don't make as much sense. So make your own mind up. And here's the credits, which are in high res. So there is a definite difference between this and the actual game. See, that looks high res as well. Don't know what's going on there. There's something weird going on. Anyway, Winter Heat seems okay. Seems right. It's got a couple of really nice events in it, and a couple of ones that's going to take a bit more practice, a bit like the pole vault in Athlete Kings. There's some in here which seem more complicated. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Ta-ra!